I am Maria Garcia de Fleury. St. John of the Cross was born in Fontiveros, Avila, Spain, on June 24th, 1542. At the age of 21, he entered the religious congregation of the Carmelite Fathers of Medina and adopted the name of Fray Juan de San Matias. He studied at the University of Salamanca. He was rigid and severe with himself and with others. He led a collective life of prayer and duty and study. He met Saint Teresa of Jesus, who had a notable influence on his work and with whom he collaborated to reform the order. From that moment on, he called himself John of the Cross and founded the first convent of the Discalced Carmelites. Saint Teresa of Jesus called him my half friar because of his physical stature. He took on the task of reforming the male branch of the Order of Carmel. As a result of this, a conflict was established between the Carmelites with shoes and the barefoot ones, for which he was even imprisoned for 9 months in a convent in Toledo, Spain, accused of apostate. In his prison, he began to write his mystical poetry that exemplifies from a beautiful and musical lyric disposition the spiritual context of the poet and the believing faith feeling. St. John incorporated into his poetry experiences as personal and profound as those of Saint Teresa and is with her the highest peak of Spanish mysticism. He escaped from prison in the summer of 1578 and returned to his religious activities in Andalusia. The most enduring core of his work is found in 3 poems written in lyre, which were published after his death. They are Dark Night of the Soul, Spiritual Canticle, and Living Flame of Love, with their respective comments, which present a recent and doctrinal versions of their experiences. The influence of the Bible is fundamental in his poetry, as it acts as a small mold and catalyst for the rest of the readings that make up all his work. Particularly, it is a transcendental in the canticle whose symbolism and images have their origin in the Song of Songs. One of his best known phrases is, "In the afternoon, they will examine you in love. Learn to love as God wants to be loved and leave your condition." Many never give up, and if you encounter dryness and difficulty, persevere in it. For this reason, God often wants to see what love for your soul has, and love is not easily satisfactorily tested. No matter how soft we speak, God is so close to us. He can hear us, nor do we need wings to go into search of it, but simply to seek a solution and contemplate the order itself, without being surprised to find such a good guest there. Where there is no love, pour out the love, and you will be attracted by love. In December 1591, at the age of 49, in Ubeda province of Jaén, due to fever, he died. On his death, he already had a great reputation from holiness, of which spiritual writings give precious testimony. His remains rest in the convent of the Discalced Carmelites in Segovia. St. John of the Cross gave his life completely to God because he knew that with God we always win.